The Chinese government is set to release a white paper on security in the Asia-Pacific region. The report will explain China's stance on security issues within the region and its proposal for further cooperation with other regional players. The Asia-Pacific has been a hotspot, tensions growing.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to this press conference. Today we are here to release the white paper on China's policies on Asia-Pacific security cooperation. We are holding this press conference to brief you on the white paper and China's security cooperation in the Asia-Pacific region. We are happy to have with us today Vice Minister Liu Zhenmin of Foreign Affairs. And I'm Hu Kaihong from the Information Office. And let me first of all say a few words about the white paper. The white paper has 16,000 Chinese characters. It has the preface, the main part, which has 6 chapters, and the conclusion. The 6 chapters are China's policies and positions on Asia-Pacific security cooperation, China's security vision for the Asia-Pacific region, China's relations with other major Asia-Pacific countries, China's positions and views on regional hostility issues, China's participation in major multilateral mechanisms in the Asia-Pacific region, and China's participation in regional non-traditional security cooperation. The white paper points out that China is committed to win-win cooperation, advocates a security concept of a common comprehensive cooperative and sustainable security. And the development of the Asia-Pacific region is getting more attention from the rest of the world, and the Asia-Pacific region is the most promising and dynamic region in the world, and China is committed to peaceful development and a win-win strategy of opening up, and is committed to developing relations with all countries on the basis of the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence and engage in regional cooperation. China is ready to work with countries in the region to improve regional security architecture and advance security cooperation and dialogue in the region, and tackle traditional and non-traditional security challenges, promote the building of a new type of international relations, and create a better future for the Asia-Pacific region. This white paper is the first white paper by the Chinese government on Asia-Pacific security cooperation policy. It is released in different languages: Chinese, English, French, Russian, German, Spanish, Arabic, and Japanese. It has been printed by the People's Publishing House and Foreign Languages Press. And that is all for my opening remarks. I will now hand over to Vice Minister Liu. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm very delighted to meet with you again. I see many journalists present at today's press conference. This shows the great attention you give to China's Asia-Pacific security cooperation. Just now, Mr. Hu Kaihong gave you a briefing on the white paper, and now I will say more about the background and main content of the white paper. Currently, the world's political and economic situation is undergoing profound and complex changes, including the backlash in globalization, the setbacks in regional integration in some parts of the world, and the world has entered a period of volatility. However, the Asia-Pacific region has maintained the momentum of collective rights, and it is getting a prominent position in the world. This would not be possible without the efforts of countries in the region to advance regional cooperation. Being committed to peace and security in the Asia-Pacific, the Chinese government is issuing this white paper at the beginning of the year 2017 for all parties to fully understand China's position on the Asia-Pacific security cooperation and to demonstrate China's readiness to strengthen regional security cooperation and maintain regional stability and prosperity. We look forward to receiving positive response from all parties. We hope that countries in the region will work with China to steadily advance regional security cooperation and contribute more to peace and stability in the region. To facilitate your understanding, I want to use 6 key terms to illustrate China's policy on Asia-Pacific security cooperation. First, mutually beneficial cooperation. to maintain sound momentum of growth in the region, jointly tackle all kinds of challenges. China has made 6 proposals on strengthening Asia-Pacific security dialogue and cooperation, including promoting common development, advancing the building of partnerships, improving existing regional multilateral mechanisms, promoting the rule setting, intensifying military exchanges and cooperation, properly resolving differences and disputes. These 6 proposals are a summary of experience of interactions between China and other countries and an embodiment of wisdom of all countries in the region. We hope that all countries will work with China to uphold win-win cooperation and make joint efforts to achieve lasting peace and stability in the Asia-Pacific region. Second, openness and innovation. Security vision and architecture as superstructure must keep abreast with the times to meet real needs and solve real problems. The security concept that China raised, that is, the concept of a comprehensive, common, cooperative, and sustainable security, is to build a regional security architecture that is future-oriented, accords with regional realities, and meets all parties' needs. It is the development of the existing regional security cooperation concept and injects new dynamism to the building of Asia-Pacific security architecture. We are ready to work with all parties to advocate and practice the new security vision and blaze a path of security featuring wide consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits. The third is positive interactions. China is working hard to advance sound interactions with major countries in the region and make due contribution to the overall stability of major country relations in the Asia-Pacific. China is committed to building a relationship featuring no conflict, no confrontation, mutual respect, and win-win cooperation with the United States to bring about sound interactions and accommodative coordination. China is committed to strengthening China-Russia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership of Coordination and building a closer development partnership with India, and we are also working to improve relations with Japan in the spirit of taking history as a mirror and facing to the future. At the same time, China is committed to building partnership and friendship with its neighbors and deepening mutually beneficial cooperation with our neighbors. Fourth, dialogue and consultation. What has happened in the region after the Second World War teaches us that dialogue and cooperation is the golden key to resolving regional hotspot issues. For differences and disputes among countries, we believe that we should properly handle these issues through dialogue, consultation, and negotiation to jointly maintain regional peace and stability. For security challenges that face all countries, we should strengthen dialogue and cooperation and study how we can best jointly tackle these challenges so that these challenges will not become major crises. China will continue to play a role as a responsible major country in seeking settlement for regional hotspot issues. Fifth, regional mechanisms. China is engaged in regional multilateral mechanism building, and China is a founding member of many regional mechanisms. We are firmly committed to the centrality of ASEAN in East Asia regional cooperation. We take an active part in and vigorously support dialogue and cooperation in relevant mechanisms. China is committed to building regional mechanisms on a larger scale, improving regional cooperation framework, and working with relevant countries to initiate relevant mechanisms, including SCO, six-party talks on the Korean nuclear issue. We created the Xiangshan Forum, the Lancang-Mekong River Cooperation Mechanism, so as to drive growth from economic development and political security in a parallel manner, and China will, as always, support and promote regional cooperation mechanism to facilitate further progress. Six, practical cooperation. In recent years, the Asia-Pacific region is facing more and more non-traditional security threats. China is actively engaged in exchanges and cooperation to tackle non-traditional security challenges, provide public security services, and organize a large number of cooperation projects in in such areas of disaster relief, counterterrorism, combating transnational crime, cybersecurity, maritime security, etc., increasing mutual trust and understanding between countries, and elevating capabilities of countries to tackle challenges and making important contribution to maintaining regional peace and stability. To conclude, I want to say that as an important member of the Asia-Pacific, China has all along taken prosperity, stability, and security of the Asia-Pacific as its responsibility. We will work with other countries in the region to advance security dialogue and cooperation, effectively tackle all kinds of challenges, traditional and non-traditional security challenges, jointly maintain peace and stability in the region, and build an Asia-Pacific region of shared prosperity. Now I'm ready to take your questions.